so much energy already.
Dude,
like,
same. Like, the closer we get.
And we're still like a good ways away from it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like out there.
I'm getting that energy from this room. That was cringy. I literally was like,
Yeah, no, I've always felt like insane energy as soon as you turn onto this road.
fair.
I just never really knew what it was. I always wrote it off as just being excited or just like, you know,
Yeah,
just knowing what the place used to be.
I get that. Okay. It looked like you were wearing no pants for a second and it kind of tripped me out. My hair is so flat today. Sorry.
Do I have service? I need to check. Just in case.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I have service.
That's not the sanatorium, is it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So, I guess I'll just explain the history of what I do know.
Okay.
So, obviously tuberculosis was a huge like epidemic, and they always wanted to separate the people from society, so like no one else would get sick. So they built the sanatorium out here, and they also built like a school. So the sanatorium, or like the hospital. There's the school. There's houses. I think this was like an office or like apartment buildings. Yeah. We'll sit down, like if we can find a place to sit down or stop, like I'll pull up an article and like read the actual thing. I understand why they have it all blocked off, but it's also, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the sanatorium. I could be wrong. This is how the road is, made me just like solidified my want to get like a truck.
Dude, I get that.
Because like I really want a Tacoma, it's like my dream vehicle.
Yeah.
But I'm like, do I need a truck?
Yes.
Like, but I just want to be independent. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be worrying
Sorry.
if picking up on something. I feel like there's someone walking like way down there. Yeah, I think that's it. Same. It's just really hard to get into. I don't know. Let's follow this down. What time is it? Probably only 6:30 now.
6:30.
I'm getting really big energy from like, you see that cement dugout right here?
Yes. Oh yeah. That must have been like a parking maybe.
Or maybe just this looks like maybe it was like a parking lot for something.
It's getting like harder to breathe over here, so I definitely feel energy.
I think that the windows are cracked, like the ones that aren't broken, like some are just cracked open.
Yeah.
Freaks me out. We need like a thumbnail.
I know, that's what I meant.
No, you're good. I like what I have for a thumbnail.
We could cut our faces in front of it.
Yeah.
I want to jump in those windows so bad. Oh. No trespassing signs.
I know. Oh, that's a good one because the no trespassing sign, isn't it?
Dude, yeah. Okay, hear me out.
I think this is apartment buildings.
It looks still so cool. Like the energy is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Think of the word sexy. Sorry. As soon as the
Okay.
camera...
Do you mind if I
No,
record?
I don't
Okay.
care. Think of the word sexy, but instead of like, ooh, like you're sexy, it's like this haunted building is sexy and I want to go inside of it.
I want to be inside of it.
Yeah. Sorry, I know.
I think the sanatorium and the hospital were different. That's probably why I keep getting them mixed up, because we went into the hospital.
Fair. That makes sense.
Yeah, which
Are you seeing something?
No, I was just like trying to figure out what that building was because it looks like a hospital, but it doesn't.
It kind of looks. This
Like-
one. I don't even know.
Like, I just don't know what the backs of them looked like. I was because we went in the front of them. Like, we were in there.
Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can. See
I really
shadow
love
people.
those like arches at the entrance.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you see, okay,
Sorry.
so you see this, the one window that doesn't have the cover on it? Like on the bottom, like bottom ground floor?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I feel like there's someone in either that window or the one above it.
Dead?
Yeah.
I get that. See that window? Like, so you see like the arch entrance?
Yeah.
The like, the part next to it,
Mhm.
up, but on the right window?
Yeah.
I feel like someone's standing there, but on like the shutter closest
I just
to
feel
the
like there's
side.
so many people in there watching us. And see like the top,
Yeah, I was literally gonna say the top
like
left.
that looks like someone's wearing like a pink sweater and their back is facing us, but I think
Dude,
it's
yeah.
just a piece of wood.
Probably, but I'm getting mad energy.
I know. Do we
I
want to
wanna-
start the spirit box and like walk with it?
Oh, yes. Let me find it in my Narnia purse.
I love that purse. That purse is so you.
It's, you know, wanna know why I got it?
Why?
There's an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer when she's going to college and she has a purse like this.
That's fair.
And I'm like, I fucking want that. And then it showed up. And, well, I found it. It's English.
You found it thrifting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's loud. Okay, I kind of want to walk a little farther and see what else we can see, if that's all right.
Yeah, let's go in. I'm not gonna put the antenna up because I don't really feel the need.
That's fine. What was that?
Dude, you know, okay, sorry.
That's fine.
It's like friends breaking into the buildings and like laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, like it sounds like. Ooh, I think. Oh no, I thought the mountain was another building through the trees. Sorry, I'm walking faster than you.
It's okay. I can back.
Oh, the cars are coming back.
Oh.
Well, they're still a decent ways away. So spooky.
I kind of want sanatorium.
I just want to like introduce ourselves. I'm
Okay.
Taylor.
I'm Sarah, or Woods. You can call me Sarah or Woods.
We're both psychic mediums, and we just wanted to come and like check it out. If you have anything to say, or you wanted to talk to us.
Dude, I thought you meant to the camera. I was
No.
like, the camera. Okay, yeah.
If you have anything to say or you wanted to talk to us, please just let us know. Yeah, we do.
I don't know.
Also, like the car is giving me like weird vibes.
Bad vibes? Is
Yeah.
that the one with the lady who stared at us and I was like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
When they come, I'm just gonna put the spirit box like in my arm.
That's fine. I don't
gonna do
know.
that
Maybe
now.
they're just went for a drive. But you can just turn. Some of them had windows open. You might want to turn it down. Awesome.
Sanatorium up there, I think. Like way up there.
Yeah. So. I think the sanatorium and the hospital were different. That's probably why I keep
There.
getting mixed up because we went into the hospital.
Right there.
I know that's just an animal. That's really fucking weird.
That's fair.
Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it sounded like what it sounds like when you like stop walking and you hear like the foot stop
Yeah.
right here, and there's two people, like I can like see them, and there's.
Is there a woman?
I don't know. I know one's a man.
Yeah.
And the one in the man is like on our right,
Okay.
and like I feel like they're like whispering to each other.
Like kind of like watching us and like
Yeah.
talking.
Like I feel like if they were alive, they would be talking, but because they're spirits, like they're not.
They can't like vocalize that.
Yeah.
Also, just for the viewers, in that tree, Taylor and I were sensing some interesting energy, and Taylor said she sensed like children in there. But I sense like a darker energy, like a suicide happened in this tree. But now that I've like thought about it and I've like stood by this tree,
Sorry, the animal's like really moving in there.
dude, I know. Now that I've stood by the tree, I think that I agree with the child statement.
Oh, the train. Oh, that was your jacket. Sorry, I'm more scared of animals than spirits.
No, a bear just walks out, I would absolutely shit myself. What?
Oh, that was I had to test my earring, like slid on my jacket as I turned my head, and it made it sound like there was footsteps, like people following us.
I did feel like someone was following us earlier.
Same. But that just sounded like clear footsteps, and then I was able to recreate the sound with my earring.
Fair. Dude, someone is following us.
What does it say? Is it words, or is that just like a pattern?
Where?
Like all those like boards.
I don't know. We're talking about that.
Yeah, I think they're just a pattern or something.
I agree. Oh, you go first.
Yeah, when it was posted. History. Sorry.
You're good. I don't know how to explain it, but someone is like fully behind me right now.
Do you feel like they're good or bad, or they just want to like talk to us and following us?
I don't know, but it feels like they're invading my personal bubble, so it's like,
are they wearing a hat?
making me feel
I
intimidated.
feel like they're wearing like a hat that goes like around.
Like a fedora?
Not like a fedora, but like a hat that like farmers would wear.
Oh, that's good. So we're gonna go around the back to see if we can get a different view because
Oh, there's a bunch of cars. Oh, it's because the train just went by. Sorry.
Oh.
I cut you off.
No, you're good. Because they were closing off that side and we didn't want to bother them. But they're on our way back walking to her car. We felt like, at least I felt that there is a couple people following us, like spirits. Yeah, it felt like someone was following me and Taylor.
It's so pretty.
They're
I'm
like
sorry.
the sunset.
This is like the perfect night for
I don't want to like think people think I'm filming them. True.
Are you filming me? Like a house? Or at least
Like
a
where all the
farm?
cattle are?
Yeah, like does that look like cattle?
Yeah.
Because they might have, because when I lived on a farm, we had alarms like on our gates, so like if an animal came in, we would know, like if it was like a coyote or something.
Yeah.
So that could be something trespassed. Oh, why are they pulling over? Sunset maybe? It is a really nice sunset.
Sorry, I just get sketched out
Me
easily.
too. You said that was the last time you were going to do that earlier.
I know. What am I sitting on?
Okay. Oh, I'm going to take a clip of me like showing how we're sitting. Okay, so we've come to a spot up behind it where we can kind of see the whole area because like we said earlier, you did talk about how we got like kicked out. Not kicked out, but they were closing the road that we were sitting on. So we just kind of came up here to film some stuff. Oh, I should read the history of it while we're here, while it's still laid out. Okay.
I agree.
Okay, so just for clarification, we're at the Tranquille Sanatorium / Padova City. So I'm just gonna read. Okay, so Sarah's phone keeps stopping recording. Should we record? Because it doesn't even say like the no storage thing.
I know.
Like it doesn't even say storage is full. It just stops
like
recording.
20% battery or something.
No, it just stops recording.
Dude, yeah, that's fucking weird. Do you think like, and that's happened at multiple locations today, so it's almost like.
And your phone recorded for 42 minutes at my house without stopping.
I know. That's fucking weird. Okay.
Sorry. There's a person coming. Or no, maybe they're going down there. There's another road that goes that way. Oh, no, maybe they're coming.
I'm a road that goes that way.
Same. Okay. So.
We're gonna tell you a little.
Wait a few minutes because, or not minutes, but like. We're gonna wait until the train stops honking.
I'm an asshole actually.
No, it's fine.
I was imitating the train.
I know you were. Okay. So, some of the history. Tranquille Sanatorium opened in 1907 due to the tuberculosis epidemic, also known as the White Plague, at the turn of the century. The area itself, just outside of Kamloops city limits, where the North and South Thompson meet and flow into Kamloops Lake, was purchased in 1905. The 191-acre area and community built around the sanatorium was named Tranquille, after the Indian chief Sanquil. Sorry, I can't pronounce things. But the locals and residents referred to the area as Padova City. By 1950, Tranquille became self-sufficient became a self-sufficient community consisting of 40 buildings, 4 of them designed as hospitals, which were come to be known as the main building, the Greaves Building, the infirmary, and 2 large pavilions referred to as the East Pavilion and the West Pavilion. The remaining buildings were cottages that housed doctors and staff, a fire hall, a large kitchen, a laundry, farm buildings, a dairy barn, nurses' buildings, and halls. Below the grounds, every building was connected by an extensive tunnel system, which was used by staff and patients to get between buildings and to transfer food and laundry. Certain areas of the tunnels were used as a barbershop and even a morgue. Can you imagine getting your hair cut in a tunnel? Like under a
I
sanatorium?
think that'd be pretty fucking sexy.
But there's like no light.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying.
Anyways, the main aspect to note is the self-sufficiency of the community. Cattle, pork, and honey were produced in a surplus, allowing sales and trade with other local producers. Before Padova's decline between 1953 and 1958, the sanatorium housed over 600 patients and staff, but the occurrence of new cases of tuberculosis have sharply declined. But the occurrence of new cases of tuberculosis had sharply declined, making the institution and its extravagance obsolete. In 1958, the hospital was closed and the last of the patients were transferred to Vancouver. Tranquille was reopened in July of 1959 to treat the mentally ill as a relief for the overcoming crowding, for a relief of the overcrowding at Essendale or Riverview and Woodlands. The institution shut its doors for good in 1984, marking the end of an era for the near-century-old hospital. Today, Tranquille is an urban farm with plans to become a sustainable village community on Kamloops Lake.
So essentially,
sorry.
no, you're good. So essentially, it's like now abandoned, but there's people who live on the land and take care of it.
Yeah, so like none of the buildings are in use anymore except for like the barns.
Yeah.
And there's like there's people. I'm gonna turn all my window up. One sec. Okay, so the only buildings that are really in use are like the barns, because it is now like a working farm. Like they sell like their produce and stuff at like grocery stores, and there's a family that like built a house and they live on it, and they have guard dogs and cameras, and like it's insane. Like people get in insane trouble for trespassing here, so we can't really get any closer than like what we did. But
maybe in the future we can go in.
Yeah. The sad part is like I don't want to be like negative, but the article we were reading from, someone actually, like that person like talked to the owners, and the owners decline any haunted activity, and they say like they're very Christian, like they say like it's God's land, which is very understandable.
Fair.
And then like anyone you talk to, like if you talk to an older person in Kamloops, because I grew up here, that knows about it, they'll say it's not haunted. Like they'll say it's lies. Like and the person in the article said that when they asked the owner said everything is lies and it's not haunted.
So they don't like that. Like to them it's like it's God's land, which is fair.
So yeah, we are just gonna sit up on this hill and like look over it, because it's got like it's a big enough area and it has a lot of energy that I feel like they'll be able to reach us over here anyways. No, do it. Go ahead.
Sorry, that was just so like...
That was just... It seemed like out of touch, but it wasn't, because I know you. Like, if you were anyone else, I would have been like, that was... Like, read the room.
I was going on like...
You, like, forget it's recording and you, like, zone out. And you're like... That was a lot.
I know.
Use your finger. Use your fingy.
Sorry.
Sorry. I have this thing... You'll guys learn in our videos, where if I like the sound of the way someone said something or a word was said, I have to repeat it. It's a neurodivergent thing.
I have this thing where
I was gonna make a bad joke.
Sorry.
I'm getting a headache, but I also have my hair up and my hair gives me headaches, but it's like not a hair headache. It feels like, have you ever been out in like the cold? Is there someone there?
No, it was a train. I was tripping out.
Have you ever been like outside in the cold for too long and your head starts to hurt?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, it feels like my head was in a freezer.
I did not need to see.
I'm sorry.
Decapitated head in the freezer.
Sorry. So we're gonna start with. I think we should just start with like just seeing what comes through, and then we'll do the Estes method.
Sounds good.
I can't think of any. Oh, should we turn this off? No, it's too dark.
I can bring out like my light if you don't want to use your car battery.
Probably a good idea. We are outside of city limits. We are outside of city limits, and I don't want to risk my car dying. So, there's a nice car.
When someone drives past and we're just like...
There's a spotlight.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Oh.
Oh, it turns. Oh, it's bright as fuck.
I know.
Why is it doing that?
You have to hit it again.
Ow!
I'm sorry.
Okay, for now until the sun really goes down, I think we're fine with just the dark. We're beginning. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
We don't have proper lighting.
We wanted a night investigation. Night investigation.
Yeah, you're just not going to really be able to see us. Okay, so we have the spirit box. Oh yeah, it's like it.
I think it'll be okay for now.
Did we talk about that on camera though?
Yeah, I filmed. Look, it's now up one.
What? So when we were walking down there, can you see the battery? It was down to like 1 notch.
Like at like 1 out of 4.
Like it took 1 away.
Yeah.
But like you haven't charged this thing since Christmas.
No, and it's a good battery.
It takes a long, yeah, and now it's back. Anyways, sorry, that might have just been because we had it turned off and it recharged itself. But just weird. Because it was right by like when we were down there. There's like 3 cars coming. Why is there so many people?
I don't know.
Oh, I was gonna say earlier, tuberculosis was like a lung disease.
It's also called consumption.
Respiratory failure, like a respiratory disease. And I have
and it's
asthma.
highly contagious.
Yeah, and I have asthma. So I feel like I'm able to like
kind of
feel that a lot more.
So basically tuberculosis was liquid in the lungs, and it was also called consumption. So if you, a lot of like, say for example, like if you go to a historical site, it was called consumption back in the day before it was called tuberculosis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's right. Why is there so many people?
I
Like
don't
we are
fucking
literally
know.
like in the middle of nowhere. And there's like just so many people driving around.
I'm kind of like annoyed by it.
I feel like it's just because there's lots of like lookouts and hikes and like the beach. Like that's probably why. Okay, so we're gonna do the spirit box first, and then we'll do the SS method. What? Do you feel something? I'm suddenly very hungry.
I have chips. Sorry, there's just people driving by and I'm insecure.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Amanda?
Hello.
Someone's standing right there.
I think someone's like right behind me. I'm very uncomfortable.
I don't think there's anything bad. They're just in your bubble.
Yeah.
Are you from the Padova City?
Can you turn
Yes,
it down
I'm-
a smidge? Sorry, I just feel like it's louder than us.
Yeah, I thought it was fuck, scared me. Sorry, the car scared me.
Why are they like slowing down?
I
Are
don't
your
know.
doors locked?
Yeah. Maybe they were just making sure we're okay. Okay, sorry. I was trying to get like more and more uncomfortable.
Dude, same.
Okay.
I'm gonna like kind of, my back feels exposed.
Oh.
Okay, is there anybody here that would like to communicate with Taylor and I? Anyone who experienced a tuberculosis hospital in Padova? I heard me, but like very
Yeah. I know. What do you know? Sex?
sexy.
Was there... I heard sexy again. Tell me why. Tell you why what? Are you confused about something that happened to you?
Dude, the SS method is gonna be freaky.
Do you want us to do the Estes method? Take off? Take out? Run?
I heard like strong.
Okay.
Someone like is in your backseat right now and their energy is like
Judgy?
intense.
I don't feel anything.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Jesus?
Maybe. That sounded like motherfucker.
I thought I said like you fucked up. Oh, there's someone coming. Sorry, I just feel the need to...
I'm just gonna film because it's really weird and maybe we might be able to pick something up.
That's fine. It says 777.
Ooh.
Okay. Do you want to explain like why we're leaving that area?
Yeah, so we were doing the spirit box, and I don't know, I was feeling weird, and I hadn't even said anything to Taylor yet. And this guy pulled up in front of us and like parked on the left side of the road, and we're in North America, so that's like where oncoming traffic comes.
He was like on the road. Like if someone was coming, they would hit him.
Dude, yeah, and Taylor was like, yeah, I'm feeling uncomfortable, and I was like, same, so we left. Like very uncomfortable.
Like, we're just gonna like move to a different spot.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna go down here because I don't think anyone else is gonna come down here because this is the road to get there.
Yeah.
And it's closed now.
Yeah.
So we'll just sit down.
I feel much safer here. Oh, that car's coming over here.
Is that the same one?
Is that the one that parked in front of us?
I don't know.
I'm so sketched out.
I don't know. I feel unsafe.
Same.
But I don't want to leave.
Is he driving past or slowing down? Because I'm gonna shit myself.
It's a stop sign. So he's coming this way.
Oh my god, can we get the fuck out of here? Sorry, I'm like...
I think I'm just going for a drive.
Okay, yeah.
But like, I'm still very uncomfortable.
Same. Sorry.
Do you feel like it would be too far away if we went to like where the airport is? Hey guys, it's Editing Taylor here, and I just wanted to kind of pop in and explain like what just happened and like the clip you saw, because we didn't explain it that well and it could kind of be confusing, and it kind of looks like we're just like overreacting. Sorry, I've had a long day. But I just thought I'd kind of pop in and explain what happened. So essentially we were parked on the road that goes behind Padova City, and we kind of pulled over at a point where we could see the whole thing. Like we could like look over and just like see the entire, like all the buildings, and I thought that that was a perfect spot. It's also a really pretty sunset, and so we pulled over and we just started doing our thing, just recording, doing the spirit box. We didn't even get to do the Estes method, which was really sad, but safety comes first in these situations, especially as women. So we were sitting there, and this whole time cars were just like weirding us out. They were giving us a bad vibe, and also I grew up in that area, so I know it pretty well, and I was just so uncomfortable, which is so weird because I grew up in that area. And yeah, so when we were walking in the beginning, we were walking like right near the buildings, there were cars that were like just acting really weird. Like they came up and back, or came down the road and back like once or twice. Like we saw the same vehicle a couple times, and it was just interesting. And then when we were pulled over up at the back, we noticed this one red car, and we explained it. Like I was parked on the side of the road, and then it was parked like right, how can I explain it? Like this is my car, and then they just pulled over like right here, like in the opposite lane. Like if someone was coming around the corner, they would have hit them. And a weird synchronicity that happened for the rest of the day was like we saw probably 10 to 12 cars, at least I saw that many, that my cat just walked in the room, that only had one working headlight. And I kind of talk about that at the end too. But just so many weird things were happening. And yeah, so that made us really uncomfortable because they stopped, and then they also like kept going. We were like, okay, well, we're gonna leave. So we left. And then as soon as we pull in, like you just saw, we pull in to park at like another little pullout that's at the beginning of the road that goes down where we walked, and that car comes down the hill and comes behind us. And then so I kind of like back up, and then we watch them go down the other road in front of us, and we were like, okay, like that's really fucking weird, because the road that we were now sitting on is a dead end, and it ends where Padova City begins, and you can't go in there at that time of night. So it was just very confusing. And then I think I talked about it. I explained that it was a Saturday night, and I forgot that there's like party pits up in that area. I do explain this. Sorry, you can hear my boyfriend talking in the background. There's party pits, and like if you go far enough up the mountain, like people hold parties there all the time. And I completely forgot about that. So that could have been the reason, but it was just so weird that we saw a tow truck go up that back road and then come down without a car on it. We saw the same van, not like a soccer mom van, but like a camper van, go up and down that road twice. Like, it was just really strange, and it was making us feel very uncomfortable because every time a car drove past us, they slowed down, and I didn't have my hazards on or anything. My car was turned completely off except for when we would turn the lights on inside, so it was making us very uncomfortable. People were very obviously like trying to see who was in the car, and yeah, it might sound like we were kind of overreacting, but we were just pretty sketched out. We had really bad energy, like we were picking up on really bad energy intuitively, as well as just feeling unsafe and anxious as women in the middle of nowhere. So I just wanted to explain that a little bit better. Yeah, so some of these clips you might have already heard everything I just said in them, but I'm gonna keep them in anyways, just because it feels so you can like see our reactions in the moment. Okay, you can't really see us, but we ended up feeling so uncomfortable that we had to like leave the area, and we pulled over still kind of close to it. Oh shit, I was right, sorry. I wanted to turn my car off.
It might like shut off because the battery's done.
And so we decided to pull over to just see if we would get anything else in general.
It just died.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's bright as fuck. We wanted to film an outro here because we just were starting to feel very unsafe.
With like paranormal activity and like physical people driving
Yeah,
by.
there was just way too many people, and they kept like everywhere we moved around, like someone would come and park beside us.
Yeah, and when we would move, they'd like follow us and park.
Yeah, so
which was fucking weird.
We just decided to leave. And what was also weird, I don't know if this is just maybe like a coincidence, but like almost all of the cars that like followed us like had one headlight working.
Yeah,
which was weird.
Weird synchronicity.
But yeah, so we just like were starting to feel unsafe, but we got some like nice clips of like the history, and like
there's someone behind us. Sorry.
That's the van.
Oh, I trust them. Just
okay, that's the other thing. Okay, one, I know that area, and I know if you keep going up that road, there's a party pit, and it is a Saturday night.
Is that like a bush party?
Yeah, a pit means like a bush party.
Okay.
Or like just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yes, so like that could be why there's so many cars. But what's bugging me is like that van that just drove by drove up like not that long ago. Like they were only up there for like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And like that keeps happening. Like people keep coming up and then leaving.
Yeah.
And so like I don't know if they're just going for a drive, because this is also a popular road to just go for drives on, because it's very beautiful and it's long and there's no stop signs or anything.
Yeah. There are
it's like a back
vehicles coming. I'm just letting you know.
Back road from behind us.
Yeah. Our outro is just like lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off.
I think people are gonna like that though. Oh, yeah. I just looked and it said 333.
Nice.
That's a tow truck.
Yeah.
Why'd he come back without anybody?
I don't know.
See, that's why it's confusing.
Dude, yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It feels like there's a vortex over there.
Yeah. Like people are like going in and coming out.
And that's a truck from earlier.
I didn't see that truck. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, there's someone coming forward. Okay, we're just gonna wrap this up, okay?
Right. So goodbye. We love you. Thanks for watching.
Maybe we'll film a better like outro. No. Okay.
Love
bye.
you.
We gotta go.